War Thunder.
War Thunder is an online game dedicated to military aircraft, armored vehicles, and naval vessels from World War II, which in just a few months has attracted more than 3 million players. Of course, our team was not about to stop there, and at the end of August, we went to Germany for Gamescom, the world's largest video games trade fair, in order to make two important announcements. On August 20th, Sony invited thousands of journalists to its press conference. Millions of players from around the world watched the conference live. It was right here, live from this stage, that the first announcement was made. The Sony press conference is about to begin now, in which Sony will discuss their plans for the PlayStation 4 launch. We will be a launch title on the PlayStation 4. War Thunder will be released the same day as PlayStation 4, and all players will be able to play it. They are about to make an announcement about this from the podium.
And another launch title coming from our third-party partners is a PS4 console exclusive from Gaijin, War Thunder. War Thunder is a free-to-play, next-gen combat game dedicated to major World War II battles. It includes aerial, ground, and naval multiplayer combat in the gaming experience.
The version for the PlayStation 4 will not only be available from day one, it will provide the opportunity to play with players on different platforms, and it will also use the PlayStation Eye camera to track the player's head movement. The PS4 version will also be free to play and will not require a PlayStation Plus membership. The second important announcement was made behind closed doors at the War Thunder booth in the business zone of the exhibition hall and came as a real surprise for journalists who had come to see the game. The press conference was a success. We generated enormous interest among journalists and gamers. As a result, for 3 whole days, we received no rest from reporters who attacked us in our little booth. We have a special room, dark and soundproofed, in which we showed the press our planes, our PlayStation 4 version, and our tanks. At the end of the 3rd day, people were jammed in there. Not just more people than we had seats for, they were packed like sardines to get a peek. It seemed as though they all liked everything. At least that was the impression we got. Of course, at the end of the day, we were all tired and it was difficult to take in. But everyone left with the words, "Wow," "excited," and so on, so apparently they all liked it. We also showed off the Oculus Rift here, and for those whom the tanks from the PlayStation 4 version did not blow away, the Oculus Rift was guaranteed to impress. Once you put it on someone, they left reality for 15 to 20 minutes. The guys from Oculus Rift even brought us the HD version of the device, only 30 prototypes of which exist, so that we can show our game on it because it is much cooler. And it really is much more cool. I had been playing for 40 minutes straight when they took the Oculus Rift away from me. The Oculus Rift makes such an unforgettable impression that even playing just a normal battle, I found it awesome. So we are looking forward to that, we are looking forward to the PlayStation 4, and we are looking forward to tanks. After the PlayStation 4 version presentation, we showed the first gameplay clip of our tanks. We just recorded the session in the office and showed it to the press. The game looks totally awesome. The tanks look totally awesome. Specifically, the graphics, how the game plays, how the tanks feel out there, their suspension and shifting gears. And the planes are instantly flying here. That is, people saw how a plane attacks a tank, and how after a player dies in a tank, he just switches over to a plane and remains on the same map without any additional loading and begins to fly over the same tanks with whom he was just fighting. The primary feature is that tanks and planes are in the same session with completely, totally different missions, but still interact with each other. For example, the plane sees air superiority over some factory, and after that, the tanks go out and decisively finish it off because planes cannot capture ground-based objectives, but tanks can. All of this together is very cool. Since the very beginning, we have received questions regarding how planes and tanks will interact, because planes easily destroy tanks, but fighters have 20mm cannons which are not powerful enough to pierce tank armor. And if you are a bomber, then your primary goal is to kill ground vehicles. Practically all bombs require a direct hit on the tank, but our maps are specifically crafted to prevent that. They are full of hills rather than being just an open field, so tanks have places to hide. A direct hit on a tank is really hard to achieve, so it is a really interesting challenge for a plane to hit a tank and for a tank to avoid the bombing. While we conducted the closed presentations non-stop in the business zone, at the spacious War Thunder booth in one of the largest halls of Gamescom, numerous visitors to the booth were engaged in life or death fights. We are here at our big booth where anyone can play War Thunder. Here we have 30 computers and 6 PlayStation 4s on which you can also play. Here we have our hourly contests with various prizes. No one is going to go away upset. People leave satisfied with t-shirts and new graphics cards. All week, all arriving visitors could try out War Thunder for PC or PlayStation 4 and participate in numerous championships with valuable prizes. The grand finale of the exhibition at the booth was a battle with the developers themselves. Well, Gamescom wrapped up leaving some good news. Good news for all War Thunder fans, our game won the award for Best Simulation at Gamescom 2013, for which I congratulate all of you, our players and us, the developers. Hooray!
И нас, разработчиков. Ура!
Gamescom 2013 was extremely positive for the War Thunder team. This exhibition became one of the most important events in the history of our company, and we will continue to participate in many more major events. But there is still a lot of work to do before the original concept of the game will be fully brought to life. So watch for new surprises and follow our news. And so, this Gamescom is over. It was a great event for European gamers. 303,000 people visited the event, which is a huge crowd, an unreal amount of players. So look out for new players in the War Thunder skies. We'll see you there, and in October, we'll see you at Igromir.
Сейчас будет пресс-конференция Sony, на которой Sony расскажет мега-новость. Will Rock. Можно прям поиграть в PS4 PC. Да, прям пойти, вот прям, в принципе, сейчас можно пойти, только там закрыто все. А завтра будет открыто, и можно будет поиграть. Кросс-платформенно с игроками с PC, с Mac, с iPad. С iPad, по-моему, нельзя будет, но потом можно будет. Что это такое? А так мы им весной сказали, смотрите, у нас время показали им игру, сказали, вот посмотрите, какая у нас игра, смотрите, сколько у нас игроков играет. Как она
да, и мы очень хотим.
Такие, мы тоже хотим такую игру.
Мы тоже, хорошая игра такая, нам тоже нравится, сказал Sony.
Он говорит, а вы можете попробовать успеть ланчтайм сделать? Времени-то немного. Конечно, можем, сказали мы, и все. Ну, мы, конечно, не были уверены тогда, но сказали, конечно, можем. Оказалось, можем.
Последнее предложение еще раз.
West Coast Customs! What's up, what's up?